Welcome back to 21 Minute Reads with me, Maya D. This is kind of like my virtual book club because in these 5 minute or so videos, I share with you my takeaways from my current reading. Right now, that is African Dance in Ghana Contemporary Transformations. As a part of the Read 21 in 21 challenge, I'm reading 21 minutes per day, every day, as an action of self love, as an investment into myself, and as a way of providing myself with some consistency in an ever changing world. Hoping that you will join me along in this journey by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving some comments down there in that comment section so that there's some actual dialogue. Remembering that while I do have several decades of experience as an educator, performer, and researcher, I'm not the know-all be-all for this book. I'm simply providing a space for dialogue. Well, this week I read pages 41 through 80, and here are my 3 takeaways. Takeaway number 1, finely tuned. As a dancer, our bodies are our instrument, and they need to be finely tuned. Well, this quote comes from the author, and it reads, "A finely tuned body may not be slim and athletic. Rather, it's a kind of body that has the ability to respond to the subtleties as well as the energy required by the movement and musical complexities." Well, this reminds me of the geography section from an earlier book, The Black Dancing Body. And what I gathered from that earlier book, and I feel what is being said in this book, is that there is no ideal body shape. Rather, there's an efficient way to carry out a thing, hence technique, right? The efficient way to carry out a thing within the context of every community or every event. So it's nice to see that that idea is continuing along the books and hoping that others will pick that idea up so that we can feel better about our bodies, right? Because when you're happy with yourself, it's much easier to be happy with other things, right? Takeaway number 2, cultured citizen. The quote reads, "The ability to express oneself competently and to communicate ideas, emotions, and knowledge through the language of dance is recognized as an important attribute of a cultured, educated citizen." So this quote comes from Mawari Opoku, and I feel like it succinctly encapsulates the intention and the value, the purpose of vernacular dances, right? They are these movement manifestations, these movement languages of a community, and a way to pass on values, history, and all of those things. And it's important that we remember that in relation to how we allow dance to live in our society, right? So it's not just that thing that happens on the stage and has no connection to our everyday life. It is a result of our everyday life. Takeaway number 3, documentation. So this is another quote from the author, and it reads, "In many parts of Africa, academic discourse gives scant attention to the art of dancing due to inadequate documentation and little formal approach to creativity and the dancer's technical ability." So because of that written legacy of people like Dr. Mama Kariamu Welsh and the charge that was offered by Dr. Wanda Ebright to bring dance from the HBCU into scholarly writing, I so appreciate the selected productions, section of this book, where the author gives several contextual narratives about their pieces. So not only who choreographed the pieces, but where the musical instrumentation came from, who was the lighting designer, who was the costume designer, and then other information about the piece, the story behind it, the framework in which the piece lies. And I appreciate that, one, because it brings the writing into the future in that there is also a written artifact of it, but also it makes it accessible. So as an educator, yes, as a dancer, yes, but I'm still an outsider to Ghanaian culture and dance tradition. So this narrative, this series of narratives helps to open up a door to me for a deeper understanding of the information. Yeah? Well, there's only a few more pages left in this book. So stay blessed, spread a good word, and I'll see you again soon.